Davis bounced it off his head, and I don't think that was an accident.
We've got a tie atop the LCAA standings.
Count that baby in a foul.
The first time they've been there in 61 years. Morency is going to the President's Center.
And I think this is pretty much over.
Blissfield Royals, district champions.
Hello friends, this is the Sports Report. I'm your host Zack Dillon. I'm a junior at Tecumseh High School. We're going to highlight the Cinderella football season that the boys of Blissfield put together. I'll break down the highlights from a couple of games, including the district title and regional championship game. Plus, we'll have a chance to sit down with Blissfield's Ty Papenhagen and Royals head coach Ryan Love. But first, let's take you to week 7. It's homecoming in the village of Blissfield, and the Royals are looking to punch their ticket to Michigan's postseason. Blissfield hadn't seen a playoff competition in 5 years, and a win against their LCAA rival Hillsdale could give them enough playoff points to make a Blissfield postseason trip a reality. We'll take you to the first quarter here. Blissfield up 7-0, Hillsdale's ball. Top right corner of your screen, you can see Jacob Spino flip their quarterback. Let's look at that again. Dives at the knees and takes him out for a small gain. Second quarter now, Blissfield still up 7-0. We got Gavin Gano in the pocket, avoids one sack, he rolls out to his right, fake passes, and he avoids another. Nice run there by Gano. Picks up a first down. Look at him celebrate. He should be happy about that one. Second quarter again, 3rd and 11. Gannon rolls out to his right and just off the hand of Jack Wilson. Let's look at that again. Just off the hand. He'll redeem himself later on. Later on in the drive, Gannon passes to Wilson and he jumps up and drags the kid all the way for a first down. See, he redeemed himself there. Later in the second quarter, Blissfield up 7-0 still. Gannon rolls to his right, makes Alex Moore of Hillsdale miss, and just off the hands of Jack Wilson. As you can see, Wilson is disappointed. Hillsdale's ball now, 1st and 10, and big stop there by the Royals defensive line. Hornets ball late in the second quarter. It's a run up the middle, and he is gone, but wait, Nick Miller on the stop. Tracks him down from behind. Great hustle. Let's look at that again. You can see from across the field. Tracks him down just before the end zone. 14-7 now, Hillsdale in the third quarter. Gannon passes to his right. That's Spino. He made one man miss, makes another man miss, and he's down. A nice run there by Spino. Start of the fourth quarter now. It's 4th and 15 for Blissfield. They're down by 2 touchdowns. Gannon rolls to his right. Passes intended for Jack Wilson is caught. You can see he celebrates here with his teammates. Blissfield's ball now in the fourth quarter, no timeouts. They have to make something happen. Gannon's pass down the middle is caught by Devin Slusher for a first down. They can't stop the clock, so they got to hurry up. Fast forward now, late in the fourth quarter, it's 28-14, Blissfield's ball. Pass to Wilson, and he trucks the kid for a first down. Let's see that hit again. Boom! 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Blissfield's still down. Gannon scrambles to his left. He's running the ball, reverses field, all the way for a Royals touchdown. But that touchdown run wouldn't be enough for Blissfield as they lose this game 28-20. After the loss, it looked like the Royal faithful were destined to wait yet another year for a playoff contest. However, in the following week, the Royals hosted Erie Mason and destroyed the Eagles 55-18, giving Blissfield enough points to qualify for Michigan's Division VI playoffs. But it wouldn't be an easy road. First, the Royals would have to finish up the regular season against a tough football powerhouse in Lenawee County, the Hudson Tigers. But the Royals lost that battle 54-8. They then would have 1 week to lick their wounds, practice hard, and hit the road to Napoleon. The Pirates would be the first test for the Royals in the first round of districts. It was a close battle, but in the end, the boys of Blissfield would earn their first playoff win in 5 years. The stage was now set for the Royals, a district title game. They would have to visit Brooklyn, where the Columbia Central Golden Eagles were waiting. We'll have highlights of that game, plus we'll sit down with Blissfield senior Ty Papenhagen after this. You're watching The Sports Report, only on LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play or even what you wear. You just need to be there. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
Welcome back to The Sports Report. It's been 10 years since the Blissfield Royals took home a district title, an opportunity that looked hopeless after week 7 of the regular season. Now the Royals have their chance to make some history. All they have to do is beat Columbia Central, something they had already done in week 5. We'll start off with the first quarter, 7:05 left to go, and we got a pitch play here to Chappius, who's going to take it to the left side. Great blocking by that Blissfield offensive line, good enough for a first down. Second quarter now, 9:57 left on the clock. It's 4th and 8, and Blissfield's going to go for it. We got Ganun rolling out to his right, hit as he throws, pass intended for Wilson, and it is caught for a first down. Second quarter now, 5:33 left to go, 3rd and 5. Blissfield's down a touchdown. Ganun rolls out to his right, looking, fires for Wilson, and that's caught. And he breaks a tackle and he keeps going. Wilson flips the ball to the ref as Blissfield's still down 7-14. Second quarter, 2:39 left, Brooklyn's ball, and Brian Goetz with the penetration. Let's take a look at this again. Brian Goetz up the A-gap, not even touched. The running back doesn't see him, and he gets to the quarterback as he throws the ball. Let's take you now to later in the second quarter, 2 minutes left. Brooklyn, Columbia Central, still up 14-7. Quarterback drops back, throws to his left, and that is picked off by Chappius. He returns it to the right side, and he is finally brought down around the 15. First down, Blissfield's ball. Minute 37 left to go in the half. Blissfield's ball, handoff to Spino, and he powers his way to the end zone. The kick is good, and that ties the game 14-all at the half. First play of the second half here. Chappius fields the ball around the 10-yard line, and he's running to his left, but there's a reversal to Eisenman. Makes one man miss, he's down the right side of the field. Makes another man miss, and he is pushed out of bounds. Good start for the second half for the Royals. 14-all in third quarter, 7 minutes and 31 seconds left. It's 2nd and 12, and it's Brooklyn's ball. Their quarterback rolls out to the right. He's looking, he fires, tipped up, and caught by Nick Milner for the interception. And here's where the momentum shifts for the game. 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the third quarter. It's tied at 14-all for Blissfield, and they have the ball at their own 5. Handoff to Spino, and he powers his way again for his second touchdown of the night. Their first lead of the game, and they wouldn't look back. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Brooklyn's ball, and they're down 14-21. The quarterback fields it and hands off, and Devin Slusher brings him down in the backfield for a nice stop. That play would end the third quarter. 6 minutes and 59 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Blissfield's ball up 21-17. Ganun reverses to Eisenman, makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men miss on the nice run. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Blissfield's ball, and it's 21-17. This Spino run is the final nail in the coffin for Brooklyn. The final score would be 27-17. And with that, Blissfield gets their first district title in 10 years.
I can't say enough about our kids tonight. I'm not even thinking about next Friday right now. These kids worked so hard for this and wanted this so bad, and to come into some another person's stadium and take it, we're going to enjoy this tonight.
We bring the players to you here at the Sports Report, and I have Blissfield's own Ty Papenhagen. Ty, how you doing?
Very well, very well.
Good. So describe your season to us.
Hard work from day one in August to, just a few weeks ago, stuff like that.
So what was going through your head when you won versus Napoleon?
After Napoleon, just the success that we've had and the adversity that we faced throughout the whole season, the hard work that we put in, it finally got us a chance to play for a title that we wanted.
So, was practice any different going into the playoffs?
It was. Actually, that first week of playoffs, like the practice, we practiced on our game field the whole week instead of going to our practice field and stuff like that.
So, I have a question for you about the district title game. What did it feel like, finally holding up that trophy,
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, I talked to everybody after the game, and I told them, all the hard work that we've done this whole season, stuff like that, it's finally paid off, and we get another shot to go even farther, stuff like that. But.
So, tell us about Blissfield. What does that community mean to you?
Oh, this year especially, it's just from, businesses donating team meals, donating time, and even from that 2017 that went to the state finals, like we had probably eight people come and talk to us about just enjoying the ride throughout in the playoffs.
So, what are you going to remember most about this year?
Just besides the team, just the attitude that we brought every day, just put your head on the grindstone and just keep going no matter what. It's just the hard work that we had the whole season.
So, at any point, did your team have any doubts about making the playoffs?
I wouldn't say it was doubt. It was just like a realization whenever we face adversities and tough times, like, we're behind on this team that we should be up on, or we should have scored this touchdown that we got stopped at the 5-yard line and they got the ball back, stuff like that. And, I feel like that made us a better team as a whole. Just everybody's attitude. Starting that week 10, we just put our nose on the grindstone and just win.
So, after that homecoming Hillsdale loss, how did that team turn itself around? What attitude was in the locker room?
We all went back and we talked in the locker room. We talked with Coach after, and it was just it obviously hurt us, but I called it a wake-up call. It was just that we had to win again to get a chance at the playoffs.
When we come back, we still have one more game to go. With the district title being added to the Royals trophy case, the boys of Blissfield now have to prepare for a road trip to Madison Heights against a fast Michigan collegiate team. We'll break down that game, plus bring in Blissfield's coach to hear about the battle from their sideline. You're watching the Sports Report only on LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do. Mom! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Connor is struggling in school.
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
Welcome back to the Sports Report. The year is 2014. The Royals finished their season with 2 wins. Fast forward to 2015, 0 wins. 2016, they finished with 4 notches on their belt, and in those 3 seasons, the boys of Blissfield only racked up 6 victories. In 2017, they finished strong with 7 wins and a district title. Now they have a chance to earn a regional championship and punch their ticket to Michigan's Final Four. The next piece of business for the Royals is to beat a very quick Michigan collegiate team, and to do it in 18-degree weather. We'll take you now to the first quarter. 7:58 left to go. Michigan Collegiate's ball. See here, Hubbard takes the snap for Collegiate. He rolls to his left, pitches, and Bangerter and Spano there in the backfield to make the stop. First quarter, 4 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. It's Blissfield's ball. We have Ganun taking the snap here. Rolls out, looking for Eisenman, who makes the catch. And wow, let's see that again. He makes a guy miss that probably would have hurt him. That was a big hit avoided there by Eisenman. Blissfield's ball, they're down 8-0 in the second quarter. Ganun drops back, looking, and caught by Eisenman. It's a nice catch. Let's look at that again. Hit as he's caught. Great effort by Eisenman. Later in the drive, Blissfield is still down 8-0. Gannon quick pass out to the outside for Eisenman, who makes one man miss, and he is in for the touchdown. This brings the score to 6-8, which is the closest Blissfield would get to Michigan Collegiate all game. Second quarter now, Blissfield's ball, 16-6 is the score. Gannon takes the ball and throws it to the outside to Spano, who makes one man miss, two men miss, and finally brought down. Blissfield's ball, 6-16 is the score with 9 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter. And he calls over Eisenman, who reverses it back to Chappius, who takes it down for a first down. Blissfield's reaching into their bag of tricks for this play. More trickery in the third quarter, 3 minutes and 17 seconds left, Blissfield's ball. He motions Eisenman, quick pass to Eisenman. Eisenman looking, pass intended for Wilson, and he never finds it. Blissfield had to pull out all the stops for Michigan Collegiate, and this one just doesn't work. 3 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Blissfield chooses to punt the ball to Michigan Collegiate. You can see here this might have been a bad choice as, boom! One big hit laid onto Blissfield's Wilson. Wilson was not prepared, and he was hurt on the play. Let's go back to the second quarter now, and we got a play here that pretty much sums up the game for Blissfield. We got to run to the outside, and boom! Big hit there by number 12. Number 12 carries on, and he goes for almost a touchdown, steps out at the 1. Let's look at that hit again. He's running outside, and boom! Number 26, Spencer Kilperick, was not prepared for that one. And that would wrap up Blissfield's season, losing 32-6 to Michigan Collegiate. What was it like calling the game from the sideline? Well, we got Coach Ryan Love here to talk to us. So, Coach, put us through your head in that last game.
Last game, first of all, was this a tremendous opportunity for our kids to be playing in a regional final. To come out there, freezing cold weather, and you know, everything that went into it. You know, it's freezing cold, we're playing on field turf, the heaters are going. What an experience for our kids to go out there and do that. And to play an undefeated team. Okay. Was something pretty special.
So let's rewind a little bit. Take us through that Hillsdale loss.
Yeah, Hillsdale, that was a tough night. We just came off a big win. We knew what our goal was. We want to get in the playoffs. The 6th win was well within our grasp. And to go out and kind of just not execute how we wanted to. Give credit to Hillsdale, they came over and played very well. It was a difficult night for everybody involved. Doubt starts to creep into your mind of what's going to happen next. But after the weekend, kind of got back to the drawing board during practice and kind of put that behind us and focused on the task at hand.
So you finished the regular season with 5 wins. Mm-hmm. You needed 6 to get a guaranteed spot. Mm-hmm. What was going through your head, before Selection Sunday?
Based on our points, so we were looking at that quite a bit, and definitely when it came to be that we were only going to have 5 wins, just taking a look at that during the weekend, during Saturday, kind of comparing our points to other people on the MHSA website, and looking at them, it looked like we're going to be okay. We're fortunate enough to play some bigger schools, and beating those bigger schools give you extra bonus points. Dundee, beating Columbia Central gives us extra points because they're bigger than us. So I felt confident, but at the same time, you were still 5-4, and we had a big get-together at Ty's house to watch that, and you don't feel as comfortable until you see your name called.
So what was that reaction when you finally saw your name called?
A great feeling, because we did have all those people there. It would have been a great time anyways, but to see your name flashed across the screen, and then something that hasn't been done in their school for quite some time, it was a fantastic feeling, and the whole crowd went nuts.
Did you go into practice any different when you were in the playoffs?
Not really. I mean, we really didn't. We kind of stuck to what we felt had got us there. We obviously still assessed film and that type of thing. As far as wrinkles, maybe that was a little bit different, some wrinkles that we could do against some teams. But as far as our routines, we just stuck to our routines. We just felt like as a coaching staff, hey, this got us to this point. Let's continue with it. One good thing was with our season being over, as far as the fact that we weren't going to play at home, we were able to practice on our game field for those weeks, which kind of added a different element, able to flip on the clock just more of a game type atmosphere. So I think that's the only thing that changed for us, and that was neat to be able to practice on our game field and do those type of things each week that we were in the playoffs. But from a standpoint of how I handled things, this is what got us here. Let's continue to work towards a common goal.
Take us through that Napoleon game.
Yeah. Napoleon, they were Cascade champion, I think co-champions. They had a quarterback that could get it done. They had a running game. They kind of reminded, when I watched them, they kind of reminded me of us as a football team. Good quarterback, can run the ball, still could spread it out and throw it. So to be able to go over to their place and have a hard-fought victory, they had been scoring numerous points on people. For us to hold them to 7. We didn't exactly score either, but defense showed up, played well. They had put 50 and 60 and even 70 on one team. Just a fantastic way to go over there and get the run started.
So were you expecting that close of a game?
I was actually, to be honest. I didn't think there would be any way that we'd go over there and in any sense blow them out. I thought it would be back and forth. I really thought there'd be more points, but I thought it would be close. So I didn't expect a 13-7. I thought we'd be in the 20s, maybe 30s, but close. When it was just the 13-7, that was a little surprising to me. But again, just credit to our kids in the defense and sticking to the plan.
Okay, so what was the energy of that team going into the district title game?
Yeah, huge energy. When you get in the playoffs, it's one thing to get there, and people are like, hey, it's great that you're there. It's another thing to win one when you're there. And that type of confidence going into practice, and that's why I say I don't know if practice necessarily changed, because I just feel like our kids just had something extra as they brought themselves to practice. That extra motivation of, yes, we won one game, so now what can we do? And once we figured out we were going to play Columbia again, it was like, hey, we had done this before, can we replicate it? What are some wrinkles that we need to do? The feeling after winning one, it's just kind of that feeling of, well, let's do it again. It was very easy to motivate all week long leading into our next game.
Okay. Well, speaking of that feeling, what was it like, finally holding up that trophy after 10 years and nothing in Blissfield?
Yeah, that was something. You just prepare like crazy, 1 week like you said, we're not sure if we're going to get in. And then 2 weeks later, we have a trophy in our hands. And I love to see the success and the look on our kids' faces when they finally get to hold that trophy. I mean, they talked about during practice how cool that would be, how great that would be for our community. And when it finally did occur, it was great to just stand back and just watch the parents and watch our coaches and watch our kids celebrate that. And even my own kids were super excited, and they're little elementary kids. Just a feeling I'll remember for a very long time.
So, Michigan, Blissfield football in Michigan has not really been on the map for a long time. So how can you keep this momentum going from this season to the next and in the future?
Yeah, well, look, I hope what we've done and what kids have seen as far as the coaching staff and another piece is what our current football players are telling other kids in the school. As far as we need more people to come out. Hopefully our success, hopefully the word of mouth when it goes throughout our school as far as how our football program works out will hopefully breed into that success. We have some kids coming back next year that are super excited. That has to trickle down. That has to trickle down to our younger kids. Our older kids have to be excited and help our younger kids. Even we do camps that help our middle school kids, and we bring the varsity kids out. Like that environment has to be created for success to keep building, in my opinion.
So you got off to a rocky start there with your first couple years as coach. How did you rebuild the Royals so quickly?
I guess I just stuck to the course. Yeah, there was going to be some rocky roads as far as how we were doing things, how things needed to be changed, how people felt about my system, about buying into the system, and that takes time. It's easy to get discouraged. That first year was difficult, not winning a football game. Nobody, I don't wish that on anybody. That's difficult task. It'd be easy to quit, but I'm not about that. My coaching staff's not about that. You know, and then we started to figure out more, getting to know each other as a coaching staff, getting to know the kids better, putting in the pieces that can work for us. Each year's a growing experience. We're super fortunate in my third year to have won a district title and do what we're doing. But that has to continue. That has to continue we need to continue to grow and learn. I need to continue to grow and learn for our success to hopefully continue. But it's just sticking to stay in the course. You know, stay in the course, not quitting, not giving up.
Well, thank you, Coach, for being on the Sports Report. All of us here at Lenawee Sports can't begin to tell you how proud we are of you and your team, and how great it was for our students who enjoyed bringing the Blissfield faithful something they can look back on and enjoy forever.
Thanks for having us. I appreciate all the coverage this year. You guys do a fantastic job. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach. And with that, we'll wrap up the Sports Report. Look for the Lenawee Sports Crew. We may be coming to your town. With that said, get connected to LISD TV on Facebook and Twitter for LSN's broadcast schedule. Also, check us out on YouTube and subscribe to the LISD TV's channel for all of our full game broadcasts. This has been a presentation of LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Davis bounced it off his head, and I don't think that was an accident.
You've got a tie atop the LCAA standings. Count that baby in a foul. The first time they've been there in 61 years. Morency is going to the President's Center.
And I think this is pretty much over.
Blissfield Royals, district champions.